We are live. What is going on, everyone? Thank you all so much for tuning in at this time. Everybody that's here, I greatly appreciate it. Anybody watching this on the replay, thank you so much. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. So, this is how you win the first game of a back-to-back. I get it's the Toronto Raptors. I get they're on now a 14-game losing streak after the win against the Lakers, or loss against the Lakers. But still, right, this is what you want to see from the team, right? You go out, you dominate. You rest your guys. You do what you need to do. You play with the energy. You play with the effort. You don't sleep on these guys. And you now get some little rest from key guys going into the game tomorrow, right? That's what you want to see, right? You don't want to see, last thing you want is something where it's like, oh, well, you know, it was a hard-fought game or it was a tight game and we ended up pulling it out by the hair of our chinny chin chins, right? Like you don't want anything like that. You want something where, okay, you're good, you dominated in dominant fashion, and you're off to the races. Ooh, what happened? Whoa. Sorry, give me 1 second. There we go. I don't know what that was, but anyway, again, you handled business and you played the right way. You controlled the game the way you should control. I understand it's Toronto. I understand they're not a very good team. But, again, you're supposed to blow them out by 30. You're supposed to light them up, especially knowing that you got another game coming up and you got another back-to-back that you're going to have to win that game as well against the Wizards. So to get LeBron and AD some real rest, to get guys happy, healthy, going into tomorrow's game, I think is huge. But still need what? We need Sacramento to lose. Could use Dallas beating Golden State. That would be nice. Give us another full game ahead of Golden State and a full game on Sacramento. The Clippers, I know Kawhi Leonard isn't playing. But you still got Paul George. Still got James Harden. You still got enough pieces and enough guys to pull out that win. So you need to be able to do that. But anyway, let's get into the box scores. Let's get into then we'll get into the super chat questions. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel. First off, Rui Hachimura, 69 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3. He did his job. 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, 14 points. You like what you're seeing from Rui. Rui's been very consistent. He's been very good all year. LeBron, super efficient, played under 30 minutes. That's what you like to see. Same thing with Anthony Davis. The most minutes played by anybody was D'Lo with 32. But everyone else was basically 20. Our key guys were basically 25 to 28 minutes with LeBron. 10 to 12. 2 of 5 from the foul line, though, isn't good. Same thing with Anthony Davis. 1 of 4 from the foul line. Not good. Got to make free throws. But LeBron gave you 4 rebounds, 9 assists, 23 points. Anthony Davis, 10 of 20 from the field, 0 of 4 from 3, 1 for 4, like I said, from the foul line, 12 rebounds, 1 assist, 21 points. 5 turnovers, though. You cannot have those many turnovers. Talk about it. Got to take care of the basketball, right? We got to do a better job of taking care of the basketball. Still a little sloppy play. Cleaned it up more going forward, but got to keep picking it up. Austin Reeves struggled shooting the basketball. I did, again, like him defensively. I thought he was doing a good job moving his feet, playing well, staying in front of guys. 1 of 5 from 3. He's got to find a shot. He's got to find a stroke. Seriously, he's really got to find his shot. But 7 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds. D'Angelo Russell, 50% from three-point range, 7 of 14. He get bounced right back into the efficient D'Lo. That's what we want to see. 9 of 17 from the field in total. And then 25 points, 7 assists, 2 rebounds. This is good, right? D'Lo had the atrocious game 2 games ago, then had like a good game, right? And then boom, right back to the D'Angelo Russell we know and love, shooting efficiently, shooting effectively, and playing the right way. But Taurean Prince hit a couple big threes. He was solid off the bench. We got some good bench scoring finally. Maybe they saw my video from earlier, but you got 8 points from him off the bench. Spencer Dinwiddie was 50% from the field, 3 of 6 from 3, and with 9 points. Again, just give me 8 to 9 points a game. Give me a couple assists, couple rebounds. Totally okay with that. I don't necessarily need these guys to be ridiculous off the bench. but just, again, hit a couple shots. Max Christie gave you 12, 7 rebounds and 3 assists with 2 steals and 1 block. He had a solid game. Jackson Hayes, solid. Again, solid game from everybody. Love what you see. Like it. But let's dive into the chat here. And then, all right. So, missed the game. Fell back to sleep. Don't blame me after bringing the kids to school. Glad to see they won. Who's your standout performer outside of AD and LeBron? The easy answer would be D'Lo, right? D'Lo was just lights out this game. But beyond him, 2 guys I think deserve it. Max Christie, I thought was solid this game. I thought he did a lot of really nice things. I thought, on the defense side, and then also shooting and scoring the basketball. I wish that half-court shot would have counted. That would have been nice. But yeah, balance on both sides. And then Spencer Dinwiddie, I thought defensively, he looked really good. He was holding his own. He had several possessions where he just was really good. And then, to go and look into him shooting and knocking down the 3 ball, again, I thought that was good. Hopefully he can kind of adjust and adapt. Something I've talked about, right? We really need to see him adjust and adapt to the role, because Darvin Ham's not going to play him in the role that we need and want him to play in. But I thought defensively he was good. Had some good defensive sequences, and then hit some open shots. So was solid all around. Yes, SW. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Appreciate you. Jackson Hayes got dummy hops. Yeah, he's athletic, man. That lob threat is for real. Can you be happy, bro? Am I not? Lakers won in dominant fashion. None of this, but I would have liked to see them do this. I didn't say anything about that. I just said you need to take care of the basketball. Again, if you don't want that, then don't talk about that. Me, as a content creator, as somebody that needs to break down and analyze the game in the proper manner, yes, I am a fan. Yes, I want to be happy, which why I started the stream with, hey, this great win, dominant fashion, all that stuff. But there's always room for improvements. We're not the 1 seed in the Western Conference. We're not. We're the 9th seed struggling to try to make the play-in, right? We need to be better. We need to improve. We need to keep doing things, right? There's always ways to improve. There's always ways to learn. There's always ways to grow in everything in life. Am I happy we got this win? Absolutely. Why do you think I'm jumping for joy? Why do you think I started the stream the way I did? But to say, oh, you can't, don't talk about this and that. Well, you're on the wrong stream, buddy. Because, again, I am here to break down the game, to go over the analytics. I'm here to educate myself in the process. I'm here to basically speak throughout the entire course of the game, ways that Lakers can improve, ways that Lakers can be better. No team, Boston, as great as they've been, I could break down things that they need to do better game in and game out. It's about improvements, it's about adjustments. So I'm here. I'm here to have, yes, fun conversations and enjoy the Lakers wins and, be positive during the losses. But that doesn't mean that there's not goods and bads in every game and ways that we need to improve and ways that we need to do better. So, again, you can appreciate the game and still find ways to improve. Again, you can have both. You don't have to have one or the other. Hey, what's going on, Sandcastle? Appreciate you. Don't believe in the Clippers. They'll probably lose. I hope not. I really hope not. We really need to catch some breaks here. Kawhi Leonard isn't playing, but hopefully with James Harden and Paul George, they can get it done. Plus, they have the other pieces. When you need them to show up, they always fail. Yes, facts. Austin must come off the bench immediately. I'm still in the camp of Bryn Reeves off the bench. Austin needs to come off the bench, regardless if he's playing well or not. Hopefully Vando starts or Spence over him. I think so too. I think eventually you're going to need to do that. Austin Reeves sold my parlay. I need 10 points from him. Shaking my head. Good win though. I can't bet on Austin Reeves. I can't. He's been inconsistent all year. He can't shoot the basketball for whatever reason this year. He has his games. He has his moments. He has his stretches. But yeah, like Austin Reeves, you just don't know which Reeves is going to show up scoring wise. He's still, like I said, is doing good things. I really like. He's been much better defensively, staying in front of guys, moving his feet well. I really need to see that continue. Let's see. Rui and Bron shooting the 3 so well allows Vando to start. I agree. That's why I like the idea of just going big, right? Especially, like, you can finish the the regular season this way, but I think once you get into the playoffs, once you get into the um like play in, I think move Reeves to the bench, bring in a Spencer Dinwiddie or Jared Vanderbilt. Depends on when Jared Vanderbilt returns, because if Vanderbilt returns and there's only like a game or two left, then it might be tough to just throw him right back in there. Maybe as you progress, but we'll see. But I don't hate the idea of like a Spencer Dinwiddie in there just to give you some athleticism, give you some point of attack. I've talked about like swapping LeBron and Rui, put Rui at the 4, put LeBron at the 3. So that way Rui's in his natural position. He can help with the rebounding and even be even more of a mismatch, even more of a threat. LeBron James provides that athleticism, can help with the rebounding, offensive rebounds, loose balls, stuff like that. Again, you tell LeBron, like, hey, buddy, we're in the playoffs now, right? It's not time to mess around. It's not time to, do things, right? Then we go top 3 defense while retaining good offense. I agree. I think so too. D'Lo was spectacular this game. He was excellent. It's so crazy that players' injuries magically heal before, like, it's how it goes. I say it all the time, man. You get sawed in half, and all of a sudden you're throw some super glue and you're back in the game. Like, it's crazy. It was good to see Max getting solid minutes. Yeah, look, I'm super high on Max Christie. Some people have said I'm delusional in the belief in where Max Christie could potentially get to. But I'm really high on Max Christie. It's just, again, it's hard to find him quality minutes when everybody's healthy, because there's just so many guys right now that you're better off playing over him just because of his lack of experience and youth. His time will come. I think he's going to be great. Hayes is crazy. Yeah. For a back-to-back, this is perfect. Exactly. Just saying it earlier, a lot more people in the stream now than when I first started. But yeah, like I said, I mean, this is how you want to start the first game of a back-to-back, right? You win in dominant fashion, you keep everyone's minutes down, and now you go to Washington, close out strong there. Beautiful. RJ and quickly, game 7, but still an easy win. Yep. Let's see. Two big games about to come on. Yep. 2 huge. Yep. I'm with you. I told y'all Mavs are legit. Educate and pontificate. Yeah, Mavs are nice. Lakers have a path, but getting 7th through 8th will help a lot. Yeah. You got to get in that 7th or 8th seed. Can the Lakers win 2 straight games to get into the playoffs if they finish 9th or 10th? Absolutely. Out or something and trouble. So these dudes are playing different for real. We are 19-8 since Rui started, right? Yes, I believe so. Yes, since man, I'm having like crazy technical difficulties today. Dude, I was late to the stream because like everything just like froze up, and now like it keeps like freezing. I don't know what's going on. It says everything's fine, but it just having like some crazy. I was like scrambling earlier, so I'm all. That's like that's why when I came on, I was like all out of breath and like because I'm like trying to like fix stuff. I like ran to go check my router, like, and this thing keeps like messing up. Maybe it's just StreamYard because everything on my end seems fine. But anyway, let's keep the party going. If we keep Jackson Hayes, then do you think it's possible for him to become an Aaron Gordon type player where he's consistent lob threat as well as a good defender? I mean, bigger than Aaron Gordon, which is good. Yeah, I mean, look, I've said it multiple times. I said it like when we first got him. I like Jackson Hayes a lot because of his athleticism and his ability. He's got 2 things. One, he's got to get the discipline down. He's not disciplined yet. And by that I mean, like, you'll see he gets beat a lot. He takes gambles. He's not, he doesn't have the timing right. Like he tries to over contest rather than just like realizing just by putting his hands up and not overextending or just using his athleticism and size, he can disrupt shots. Once he learns and really grasps the game and the understanding, I think he could be a real potential starting level to bare minimum our key big off the bench, right? And I do think he can be impactful on both sides of the basketball. He's still extremely young. Like, he's young enough to have been drafted in last year's draft, right? Like, so there's still a lot of time, a lot of room. But he was a project big, right? When the Lakers signed him, I was saying, like, this is great. He's a development big that we can grow and develop. Him and Colin Castleton, they could be our two bigs of the future. Could be great. I didn't think that at the time, I didn't think Jackson Hayes was going to be our only backup big man. But still, nonetheless, I do think, and hopefully he sticks with the Lakers. I'm hoping he says, like, hey, I found my home. Like, let me learn, let me grow, let me develop. And then we can kind of start transitioning him into being just a bigger and bigger piece. And then maybe eventually have him slotted alongside Anthony Davis and LeBron. Or I'm still waiting for All-Star Reeves to show. Likewise, we're still waiting for him to pick it back up. Breaking news: Bronny James officially transfers from USC. Did he really? Let's see. Did he really? Why would he transfer from USC? Team viewed as early landing favorites to land Bronny James in transfer portal. Interesting. So he's going to enter the transfer. So he's not. Is he not going to enter the draft this year? I'm guessing. So he's going to stay in college another year. Interesting. What's your take on AD taking 4 threes a game? I don't like him taking 4 threes if he's not hitting them. I don't mind him, and I've said this pretty much all season, even going in the offseason, even when Darvin Ham was like, I want Anthony Davis to take 8 threes a game, right? I don't mind Anthony Davis taking 2 to 3 threes a game, especially if you're open, right? And it's just through the natural flow of the offense. I don't want him forcing it. I don't want, like, and I even said it when Darvin Ham first said that. I was like, I don't want, like, if it's natural and it's just through the course of the actions, right, then fine. If you're open, take it, right? Like, because he can shoot it, he can knock it down, right? But I don't want him falling in love with it. If he's hot, right, like, you know, he's had games where he's knocked down like his first 2, right? Then fine, take another one. You know, if you miss that one, take one more just to see, oh, now you're 3 of 4. Okay, fine, take another one, right? Like, to me, gauge it, right? I don't want it, and I don't want him taking threes if it's like crucial, right? Like it's a tight game late in the 4th, and he's just jacking up threes. Like, I don't want that, right? Again, if you're wide open, fine. No more than 2 a game. Like I said, I think it should just depend. Like, him being 0 of 3, it's like, okay, let's stop jacking threes. Right? Part of it could have just been you're up 30, so why do you care? It doesn't really matter, right? Get some reps up. That's fine. But, like, again, to me, gauge it based on your production from 3. If you're knocking down 2 or 3, right, then great. Go ahead, keep shooting. Maybe you're just hot tonight. But if it's like, I'm 0 of 2, just get back to the basket, buddy. Vando is the X Factor. Agreed. The backup bench sucks. I mean, when all your offense is in the starting unit, that's usually how it goes. Completes the core 6: D'Lo, Reeves, Rui, 80, Bron, Vando, then Spence. What else? Lakers playing bum teams right now. Hey, I will take it. You got to play them eventually, right? Just happened that this is when they fell. Is all hope of? Is all hope area? Is all hope of the 6th seed gone? I technically no, but yes. I mean, it would take something like catastrophic for the Lakers to catch the 6th seed. Is it still technically possible? Is it still like mathematically possible? Yes. But is it realistic? No. It's probably, like, again, it would have to be like the Lakers would have to sweep the board, basically go 7-0 down the stretch, and you'd need like 3 teams to basically lose almost every game the rest of the way. So, yeah, don't it's one of those things. Don't hold your breath. If it happens, great, beautiful, right? Good things. Hey, Dr. Pepper. I forgot my straw, so I'm using one of the kids' straws. But yeah. It's one of those things. Don't count on it, but if it happens, cool. 7 seed actually is very, very possible. I was checking scores and Wizards beat the Bucks, yeah, which is why we need to handle business. Again, I say it all the time. Any given night, anybody can beat anybody on any given night, right? Wizards have actually played better basketball the last couple weeks. So aren't winning back-to-back against elite teams. He's in the walls, Ty. No, they're not beating us how we playing right now. Agreed. But you got to show up. You still got to show up. You still got to play the game right. Don't forget to like the video. Yes. Like Blanca said, please take a quick second. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. If you're not subscribed, I think that if we can avoid Denver, anything possible but need health. I actually have a video. I was going to post it yesterday, but then news kept coming out. So I moved it to, I think I rescheduled it for tomorrow. It's about that very thing, about the Lakers and Nuggets. So look forward to that probably tomorrow, unless some other stuff comes out that takes importance. So I've pushed that video forward 3 times, which I guess is good. Got one banked for when I need it. LeBron's efficiency has been insane this season. Who taught him how to finally shoot threes? Probably just through repetitions. I don't think it was anybody specific. It's just him in the offseason working and just, dude, LeBron James is LeBron. You talk about the greatest, or if not one of the greatest players ever, right? He can basically do whatever he wants. LeBron's threes need to be investigated. Dude, he's been lights out. LeBron's 3-point percentage changes the ceiling of this team, to be honest. Agreed, 100%. Because if he's on from 3, it makes him that much more difficult to defend. 2, if he is on, then teams have to respect it. Teams have to challenge it. Otherwise, he's going to light you up and shoot them to a win. And also, you got to imagine in the playoffs, LeBron's healthy. He's going to be more aggressive, more calculated, kind of take it up a notch. So it just, again, makes things easier for him and everybody else. But also, it just makes everything easier for everyone else. Because now you have to, not only do you have to worry about him just putting the ball on the deck and getting to the basket, but now you have to worry about him shooting the 3. So now you got to defend closer. You got to trap. He's hot. It makes everything so much easier. And he's able to get his scoring total up a lot quicker and more efficiently. He doesn't need as many shots because if he's, instead of having to take 3 extra 2s, he can just take, 2 extra 3s, right? It's borderline unheard of. Not even on this amount. Yeah. I don't know though if Bron shoots like this in the playoffs on high attempts, we can beat Denver. Yeah, you shoot the lights out well enough. Right? Yeah, absolutely. I don't remember who it was, but somebody left me a comment and they were like, if LeBron, I believe if LeBron didn't shoot that 3 late in the game 1 against Denver, right, we would have won that game. They're not wrong. I talked about it back then, but also if he makes that, then you definitely win that game. This year, if you're in that same spot, maybe he hits that, right? Maybe he takes that with confidence and he knocks it down, where last year he was atrocious. He was the last person you wanted shooting those 3s. Eamon, coming out with the super chat. I don't see anything attached to it. So if you have anything specific, I'll keep an eye on the chat to answer it. If you're just doing it for support, really appreciate you. Thank you. Seriously. Very kind of you. All right. Where was I? Still playing Dinwiddie out of position. Yeah, I've just learned to accept that that's just going to be what happens, unfortunately. Rui finally getting integrated for real. Yeah, I like that they've been kind of looking for him more, giving it to him more. I'm the Homelander. I can do whatever I want. Anthony Davis not being able to shoot 3s must be depth special awareness issue. as he has good shooting mechanics. I mean, he has. I mean, he's shooting pretty decent from 3-point range. He just started upping his 3-point total. I mean, he's hit basically 1 of 2 the last. This is the first game where he shot him and actually didn't have one in a long time. If I'm not mistaken, he's shooting pretty decent from 3-point range. What the heck? Why I bring up Cam Reddish? There we go. He's shooting 40% from 3 in his last 10 games. On the season, he's shooting 30%. So, but yeah, like I said, his last handful of games, he's been shooting the lights out. So I don't know. I've noticed the majority of the elite 3-point shooters set up their jumper on the raise before they jump, improves transfer of energy through shot tremendously. Yeah, but it's also easier when you're smaller, right? There's more. You don't need as much lift. There's not as much energy flowing. Plus, he's not a guy that, even if he was good from 3, you don't want him. He's best on the block. Put him on the block. Let him go to work. Hopefully Clippers won't sold this game to the Kings today. I sure hope not, for real. Players who immediately jump when they shoot tend to be much more inconsistent as they're not allowed enough time for the setup. Yes. Taco Bell before a stream is risky. I know. And I ate it like right before the stream. So we'll see how it goes. But so far, so good. Taco Bell's the best, man. I love me some Taco Bell. Got to keep it down for now. You saw it today. Defender have to come up high on the screen, and he can get anywhere he wants. Yeah, I agree, 100%. It's crazy. He gets hot in the fourth consistently. Yeah, it's just he's conserving his energy, right? He's talked about it heavily, right? He's like picking and choosing where he needs to explode, where he needs to go off, and he's kind of just saving it for the fourth quarter to just kind of take over and dominate. Is it true LeBron's retiring in 2 years? I saw the report that that he plans to play 1 or 2 more years. I don't buy it. Like, he's going to play until he feels like he can't play at the highest of high levels. If he's still really good, then he's gonna keep playing. I think. Look, I've said this. I think he has 2 more years with the Lakers, and then that's when we can start seeing, like, I could see him going and playing with the Sun. I could see him, I don't see him going anywhere for at least 2 more years. I think next year, I think he'll re-sign another 1+1. Right? There's talks about him doing a 3-year, $60 million a year deal. Maybe because his youngest son, right? Maybe he just goes, I want to see my youngest son in USC. Let me sign a long-term deal, right? Or not like super long, but, let me sign a 3-year deal with the player option in the 3rd year and stick around for 2 more years. Like, I could see something like that. And then he, like I said, he rides it out for another year or 2. And then that's when we'll start having to talk about him. I don't think he'll retire, but I think he'll go into that like, hey, let me go play with my kids stage, do that for a year or 2. I think he bare minimum is probably 3 or 4 more years, which is crazy to think about. But, I just think it depends, again, on the drop-off. Where does he end up, right? Like, if next year he's still playing at a high level, then, I think he keeps going, right? I think when he starts to feel like, all right, like, I don't think I can do, like, I maybe got, half a season in me now or something like that. Maybe it's time to hand it up. That's when I think he'll start doing that. So I think he got a little more time. It's totally different LeBron last year. He is leading the league in fourth quarter points. We got Tyrese. Tyrese spotting in the chat. Bron shoots 40% from 3 before, never ending. Understood why people thought he was a bad 3-point shooter. He can shoot threes if he really needs to. He's always been inconsistent though. Like, and I mean, most of the time, most seasons, in most cases, like, he'll be 36% from 3, but it's just like these waves. Like, even the year that he shot 40%, like, I think it was 2013. I think was like his best like true shooting season or whatever. Like even from 3-point range, he was like he'd go in these like waves. Like he'd have like this like 10-game stretch where like he couldn't miss. And he'd be like 8 of 10 from 3. And then he'd have like these like 6-game stretch. He's always been able to shoot, but it's been in these like pockets. Right? It's like, oh man, 20 games, so out of an 82 game season, let's say he plays 65. Like 35 of them, he's shooting like close to 50% from 3. And then the other, 30, he's shooting like 30% from 3. And then it like all averages out to like 60 or 36%, 37%. Or even the years he's shot 40%. It's like he has these stretches. This year is, in my opinion, has been the most consistent season of his shooting, right? And that's why so many people are highlighting it. He's always been able to shoot threes. You're right. I mean, even his rookie year. I mean, he wasn't like elite from it. He wasn't like 40% or anything. But like he's always been able to knock them down on occasion. It's just never really been his game, right? But this year, there really hasn't been any pockets of like bad shooting. He's had a game here and there. He's had maybe 2 games here and there, but like it hasn't been this like roller coaster of his shooting this year, which I think is interesting. D'Lo is him this year. Now I just need him to do the same in the playoffs. I need series. Agreed. Let's see. Thank God the Zach LaVine and DeJounte Murray trade did not go through. I mean, considering how good D'Lo's been playing, yes. I mean, you also got to think, obviously, in hindsight with Zach LaVine, him being out for the season, yeah, that would not be good, right? Lakers would be cooked. But let's assume he was playing and he was back to being Zach LaVine. He's probably giving you as much as D'Lo right now, if not slightly more. DeJounte Murray would be the question mark, right? Like, how would he perform? How would he look? Let's see. Sorry, trying to find something to me. Got all these comments. We got the Tyrese sighting. Good win, Lakers. Yes, this was very solid. This is what you want to see for the first game of the back-to-back. You love it. Someone buy Tyrese's return. Very passionate fan base. Facts. You really summoned this bot. You've been screaming for him for weeks now, and he's here. Pass some of the hate rate. Let's see. Some of these comments are great. Tyrese spotted. You can't tell me Harry Giles is giving you better production than Dwight. I mean, no one's anybody's giving you better production than Harry Giles just because Harry Giles hasn't played. But I mean, it depends on how bad Dwight Howard is, right? Like, I mean, you would think, him being a veteran, but I don't know. Why would the Lakers add Trey Young in the offseason? That's not an all-star that will get you a chip. I mean, it can be. If it works, the Lakers are probably terrifying, right? If it works, you're talking about his ability to it'd make things easier for Anthony Davis. It'd make things easier for LeBron James. His ability to score. He'd basically be an upgraded version of D'Angelo Russell is the idea, right? I'm not super sold personally on Trey Young. I just think him being as high usage as he is, I think him being a guy that, yes, he can completely win you a game by himself. Like when he's on, that dude is special, right? But I've also watched enough Trey Young games to know like he can also shoot you out of a game entirely, and just his shot selection can be terrible, especially down the stretch at times. He's not very efficient shooting the basketball. Like he's known as like this like Steph Curry-esque, can shoot it from anywhere and light it up. But then like you actually like look at his shooting percentages and you look at like his true shooting, like, it's not very good. But the reason the Lakers want to do that is, one, you got to start looking for the future post LeBron James. At some point, LeBron's going to leave. Now, I am in the camp, like, to me, Donovan Mitchell is the white whale. Like he's the one that I really want. He's the one that I'm hoping the Lakers end up landing. But Trey's the guy. The idea is like you bring in Trey, it helps take pressure off of LeBron. It's exactly what LeBron's been wanting for years now, like a on-ball playmaker that can do it at an elite level, shoot the basketball, all that stuff. I just worry about the fit. But to me, it's more of like get LeBron a guy that he can count on and he can rely on more heavily, right? That can take over games down the stretch and stuff like that, right? Like D'Lo can do it at times, but Trey Young would, again, it would basically give you the upgraded version, and then you also have a young star that can be paired with Anthony Davis post LeBron James, and then even after Anthony Davis leaves, you still have Trey because in 3-4 years he'll be what, like 28, something like that, 29. I don't even think he's that old or will be that old, but you get my point. Like, because what, he's 25 right now, I think 24, something like that. Well, how old is he? I think he's 25. Trey Young. He's what? He is 25. Yeah. So you're talking 3-4 years. Yeah. So he won't even be 30 by the time Anthony Davis very likely rides off into the sunset. Right. So that's the idea. That's kind of where it's at. We need to root for both players and teams, not just players because they're in a slump. When we do better and team gets better. That's why I always say, like, I never understand people like rooting for players' downfalls or rooting for players like, oh man, D'Lo's gonna be trash in the play. Like, why do you want that? Right? Like, why are you hoping for that? Right? Like, to me, it's like I don't want, like, I'm hoping that, because if he's great, then the Lakers are gonna be great. If he's bad, then the Lakers probably are gonna be bad. Right? So, like, to me, it's like rally behind your players, right? Like if they're going through a slump or they're having a bad time, instead of just, grabbing your pitchforks and lighting them up. I'm not saying you can't I'm not saying you can't criticize or add, constructive criticism. I mean, I do it all the time. I've done it with Austin Reeves a lot, but I'm not out here rooting for Austin Reeves to fail. I'm like, dude, I need you. I've hyped you up. Like, please, like, I need you to find your shot so we can be better. Right? Because if he finds it, guess what? Lakers are going to just go to another level. So, like, that's the thing. But let's see. Do you think the Lakers go undefeated? Do I think so? No. Can they? Absolutely, especially the way that they're playing right now. Lakers have been ridiculous right now. Sorry, got a little tickle in my throat. Can they? Yes. Will they? Probably not. Like, I went out on a limb. I got asked, what do I think the Lakers would finish? And I said 6-1. I said I'm gonna trust the Lakers. I think that they'll win the 3 games that they're supposed to: Raptors, Wizards, Grizzlies, and then I think they'll beat the Warriors, they'll beat the Pelicans, and then I think they lose only one of the Cavs or the Timberwolves. If they beat both the Cavs and the Timberwolves on that back-to-back, if it wasn't a back-to-back, I would feel more confident, right? If it wasn't a back-to-back against both of those teams, I'd be a little more confident that the Lakers win both of those games. But the fact that it's a back-to-back, that first game against the Cavs is probably going to be intense, probably going to be a close game. It's probably going to be tough, right? So, even if you win that game, you're probably going into the Timberwolves game with everyone playing heavy minutes. So, would I bet on it? No. Would I be surprised? No, because the way the Lakers have played, they've been really good. Tyrese never change. We love you for who you are. Facts. He might be the most popular person. LeBron not top 10 yet. Tyrese got to be the funniest troll of all time. Who gets played off the floor first, D'Lo or Vando? Hopefully neither of them. I'm hoping none of them. Let's see. D'Lo is a way better fit for the Lakers than Trey and way cheaper. I like D'Lo's fit. I do. I worry about Trey Young's fit, but if the Lakers do it, it's for the future. And how much is D'Lo going to want? Right? Because like if D'Lo plays the way he's played this year in the playoffs, he's going to get paid. Orlando's already lining up the Brinks truck to go pay him. All right, I think it's going to come down to that. So my thing is like, if you're going to have to overpay for D'Lo, then Trey may make a little sense just long term, right? But I would like Mikal Bridges though. Mikal Bridges would be nice, but the problem is after LeBron, I like Mikal Bridges and Anthony Davis aren't winning you a championship. Let's see. His fit with AD is so immaculate, but he's food. Yeah, AD would have like 40 every game. Yeah, I mean, he would absolutely help Anthony Davis without a doubt. I just worry like you have to have the right pieces around him, right? Like if we could, and I don't even think it's possible, but like if we had a team with say Trey Young, KCP, and like Dorian Finney-Smith with LeBron and AD and Trey, I don't think anybody beats the Lakers in a 7-game series, right? But yeah, and then even post LeBron, right? Like if you have like another, like if you could move AD to the 4 and go get another big that could block some shots or whatever, right? Like you have to have the right team around Trey, right? You have to have that lob threat that he can go and have that outlet too, which can be Anthony Davis, obviously. And then you got to have like legit 3-and-D guys around him, like two-way guys, like guys that can defend and make up for the lack of defense. But look, I've even said like I wouldn't hate if the Lakers like let's say they did trade for Trey Young, like if you wanted to go like Trey, Reddish, Vando, LeBron, and AD, I wouldn't even hate it just because like that size and that length out on the perimeter. If Cam Reddish can defend like he did earlier in the season before all the injuries, or if you can go get a legit two-way guy, just because like again, you need somebody that can like make up for the lack of defense that he has. That's the thing. D'Lo, Caruso, Braun, Rui, AD, Reeves, 6-man, Vando. Who are the top 10? Oh, I'm assuming that's not to me. Who are the top 10? There's not 10 guys better than LeBron. The D'Lo haters are still hating on him, and he will keep hating. No matter how good he's playing, y'all keep hating, and D'Lo keep balling. I love D'Lo. D'Lo is fantastic. Round 1, fight. Playoffs will give everyone the answer. We almost there. I think so too. Let's see. Man thinks he can hide his Dr. Pepper in that taco. No, I said that there's Dr. Pepper in it. I said Dr. Pepper. Drake Taco Bell. Luckily, Taco Bell knows Dr. Pepper is the greatest soda ever. So, you know what it did? It has Taco Bell. I remember when they had like, what was it, Mr. Pibb or whatever it was? No, I'll never hide my love and passion for Dr. Pepper. That's an out in the open affair. I know exactly what's in that Taco Bell cup, as you should, as everyone should. Everyone should be fully aware. I'm almost out. I'm gonna have to order some more Dr. Pepper. Once it hits your lips, oh man. Once it hits your lips, only drink Dr. Pepper. My like, I don't even have blood. It's like if you took an IV, it's just like 90% Dr. Pepper. I actually don't. I used to drink Dr. Pepper, like for real. I used to drink like a 6-pack a day of Dr. Pepper, like a alcoholic drinks beer, man. And then I like stop. I didn't drink Dr. Pepper for like 6 months. Had to go to rehab for Dr. Pepper, and now I drink it on occasion. I know it feels like I've been drinking it a lot lately, but it's just because like circumstances. Like my girl, I thought we were gonna cook, but she came home and was like, I just got Taco Bell. The kids wanted Taco Bell, so got Taco Bell. And then the Dr. Peppers I was drinking the other day in the stream, we ordered Domino's, and like they have like I'll get 4 sodas for like $6. So I was like, sure. So just kind of been that, but usually I'm drinking that. Oh, which I have that drink in the freezer. Oh, I hope that it explode. Dude, it's been in the freezer since the Laker game started. Oh man, the little energy drink that I usually drink. Oh man. I hope that that's good. Tyler's the type of person to eat Reese's with his Taco Bell and Dr. Pepper. 100%. See, what I like to do is I like to take the Reese's peanut butter cup and you put it inside the taco, and then you get nice, all those little flavors just hit the palate. I don't really do that, by the way. That actually sounds pretty disgusting. I should try it now, though. I should try it, but I don't do that. Actually, I don't have Reese's. I haven't had a Reese's in a while. I should buy some. That's what I should do. Every stream, I just drink a Dr. Pepper and eat a Reese's just to make the haters mad. D'Lo is the one to change the tides. He hits the shots that matter. Timing is everything. Wow, Tyrese. Everyone in the chat, give it up for Tyrese. Tyrese is cooking. He's cooking. This is like the third comment I've seen where I'm like, wow. And then he follows it up with this. God, come on, Tyrese. We were doing so good. Ty has a little pep in his step. If Dallas implodes this year, can the Lakers get Kyrie Irving? I mean, it's possible. Never say never. I wouldn't get my hopes up on it. There was a point where I thought Kyrie was a lock to be a Laker. And then Joe Tsai, that guy, I mean, look, there's been reports, there's been talks from Dallas people, like not Laker people, nothing, like literally Dallas insiders that say that they don't really believe Kyrie and Luka are the proper pairing, and they may look to move them. If Dallas like misses or gets like dominated in the first round or something, or loses in the first round, maybe it's very possible. But again, it's one of those things I wouldn't count on it. You know, if it happens, beautiful. I wouldn't count on it though. I got an exam tomorrow, so got to go to sleep. Rest well, everyone. You too. Likewise, I appreciate you. Dr. Pepper is truly the drink of intellectuals. Thank you. See, Tyrese, you know, man, give it up for Tyrese is killing it in this stream. My boy. Let's go, Tyrese. Man, the boy speaking facts. Man. Tyrese, you all right. I like you. You know what? Man, the boy is speaking facts. We need Clippers first round exit so Ty Lue gets fired. I don't know if they would actually fire them. Like, I've seen a couple people comment like, oh, maybe do I think it? I don't see that. I really don't. I don't. Yo, Tyler. Great game today. Need more max minutes to replace Cam, to be honest, though, and today showed why. Look, I like him. Like, the problem is, like, when everyone's healthy, it's just hard to find him minutes, like real minutes. Especially once we get to the playoffs when everything tightens up. But I fully expect him to, like, look, I'm super high on Max Christie. Right? Like I said it earlier, like, people think I'm delusional about the hype that I have for Max Christie. I think his time will come. But would I like to see him get a couple more minutes? Sure. But I get it. Like, I get it. I just imagine Owen Wilson saying, with his dumbfounded face, you put the peanut butter in the cup. For getting drinks to explode in the freezer is a sign of aging. Yeah, apparently. Getting old. Man. I like when Tyler mentions an exploding drink in his freezer, then proceeds to carry on like more time can't hurt. I mean, it's already exploded. It's already exploded, you know. Shows how much he means to them. You guys are the most important thing. You guys come first. Let's see Tyrese disappoint him again. It's clearly a glazing channel. Has to be a few LeBron comments. I think LeBron likes Dr. Pepper. I said that he does. He's drink Dr. I'm gonna find like the videos and compilations. He likes Dr. Pepper. I said that in a stream, and everyone was like, "No, you crazy," but I'm like, "No, he's like I've seen him drink Dr. Pepper. He likes Dr. Pepper. I'm telling you." That can explode right when you open the freezer. Just got to the stream and Tyrese is back. Tyrese is killing it this stream. Tyrese is the truth this stream. Don't sleep on Tyrese this stream. Tyrese is putting in work. Man, he's had like I've pulled up like several of his comments. He's putting in the what's going on? Man, I'm having so much technical difficulty today. Oh, it's driving me crazy. All right, we're back. There we go. God, this is driving me crazy. Man, but oh, real quick, Tyrese must have finished his set. Oh, real quick, the come on, stop doing it. There we go. Go leave some comments on the community post, some questions. I'm gonna do like one of those posts once a week, like once or twice a week. I'm gonna do like a longer form video, like I don't know, like an hour long video or something, or however long. Basically answering questions and doing like full breakdowns. I know like a lot of other channels, like Laker Nation. I know Tim does like the mailbag thing and stuff. So I was like, I get a lot of questions. I get a lot of things. Like, let me. Why don't I just do the same thing, kind of thing? So, yeah, I'm gonna start doing like a mailbag thing with like, and then like some like good super chat questions I'll add to it, and just kind of go through your guys' questions and kind of answer them, give my opinions and thoughts, or try to answer some in real time. But then also kind of do like a Lakers roundup thing, just kind of go over all the news. I'm still gonna do like my regular videos, but I was like, it'd be cool to kind of do like a longer form thing and see where it goes. But so yeah, go check out that community post after the stream. Go for about 10 more minutes. D'Lo Finals MVP. Get ready for the all-time Finals run. I would love it. I think D'Lo could average 30 in the playoffs, and I still don't think he'd get the MVP. Unfortunately, right? Like, if LeBron or Anthony Davis are like half decent, then they'll end up getting the MVP. But I'd love for D'Lo to try. I'd love for D'Lo to just shoot the lights. I'd love for there to be a real conversation about D'Lo. Like, does D'Lo deserve the MVP, the Finals MVP? Because if he's like that good, then the Lakers are winning the chip without a doubt. Nobody's beating the Lakers. If he's like Finals MVP level, nobody's beating the Lakers. Lakers are running through everybody. So I'm rooting for it. Dr. Pepper is the nectar of the gods. Thank you, Kimberly. See? There's people that get it. There's people that understand it. God. Tyler uses the same technology they use for shot clocks. Apparently, I don't know what is going on. This is like driving me crazy. And if you're still talking about Dr. Pepper or Reese's, you're crazy. People just keep bringing it up. I just go about my business, live my life. That's it. Just out here living. Bro. I know it's tough. You know, when you're just like big shot, eating Dr. Pepper or drinking Dr. Pepper, eating Reese's. It's tough. Tyler is hilarious. Well, I appreciate you. Thank you. I I mean, it depends on how good Anthony Davis is. Like, I think Anthony Davis has a real. Oh, Joel Embiid comes up clutch. Um, I mean, if Anthony Davis is like 27, 12, 2-2, or just has like a dominant. I mean, even in 2020, you could have made an argument for Anthony Davis to win the Finals MVP. I mean, he was great that entire playoffs and that Finals. But if I had to guess, I would think that LeBron gets it. As long as LeBron is half decent, they'll give it to him. But like, I wouldn't be too shocked. Like, I don't think it's a travesty if Anthony Davis wins it. I mean, I still believe he's our most important player. What do you think of Bronny hitting the transfer portal? I think it means that he's not going to the NBA. I mean, we'll see where he ends up. I think it'll be to kind of give him a better opportunity to shine, right? Dealing with all the health stuff this past season. I don't think he's really gotten a fair shake. And I think, like, he's him going to – I could see him going to, like, a smaller school to kind of, like, go like the Ben Simmons route type thing, where it's like, oh, he goes to, one of these schools where, like, it's going to get attention, but they're not expected to be great, right? And it's like, oh, okay, he can get the shine type thing. And not just that, but now with the NIL and everything like that, like, Bronny's making probably more than he'd make in the NBA right now. LeBron, D'Lo, or AD is fine for MVP. Yep. Kind of worried about Ham staying. I think keep playing like this and make a good playoff run. Oof. And I'm telling you, if the Lakers make it to the finals, or like if the Lakers lose to anybody but Denver, I think Darvin Ham is canned. If the Lakers beat everybody but Denver, I think Darvin Ham stays another year. Like, if they make the conference finals, I don't really trust the Lakers to fire him. I think the Lakers will be like, man, in his first 2 years, he's made the conference finals twice, right? And we just keep losing to Denver. We just need to build a better team to beat Denver, right? Like, that's what I think, and I've said that heavily, and I just feel like that's coming. Mate, if D'Lo averages 40 for the playoffs, Lakers winning the championship, and I'm trading him for Jokic while it's IFX. Get it while the getting is good. We can't beat Minnesota, nor Denver, nor the Mavs. That's Denver. I'll give you that. Minnesota, absolutely, we can smack Minnesota, and the Mavs, absolutely, we can smack the Mavs. If everyone's healthy, Lakers are fine. The only team I worry about is Denver. Let's see. Andrew, coming out the $5 super chat. Remember beginning of the season where we lost multiple games because they wanted LeBron playing 27 minutes? That alone would have us 6 seed right now. Yeah. Like the whole, like, oh, we're going to keep LeBron's minutes low. But here's the thing. Like, I think either A, they should have stuck to that and lived with the results, or you don't, right? Like, you knew that was going to be a disaster for at least a small stretch, right? So, like, to me, I would have either just stuck with it and made everyone kind of figure it out. And if they don't, then that's it, right? Or you just never come up with that idea, which they probably should have never came up with that idea. Now, if they do end up getting like a Trey Young or something like that, then maybe the Lakers could do that. Maybe the Lakers keep them around 27, 30 minutes. But also, I think the Lakers now, right, with the way D'Lo's played, I think get away with it. Because you also got to remember, earlier in the season, D'Lo was shooting like 32% from three. Like, he was pretty bad to start the season. Austin Reeves was unplayable, right? Like, nobody was good. Like, everybody, like, we looked bad to start the season. So I just think, like, I think you could probably have done it if we didn't start. Like, if you wanted to do that during like the middle stretch, right? Like I think you could have done that. Like, but nonetheless, yeah, it's just one of those things. I mean, you should probably never do that, period. But it's sad that we have to rely on LeBron playing 35 minutes a game. Like that wasn't the intentions. That wasn't the idea going into this. But we'll see. You need to do it on stream. You're going to get maximum engagement on the stream. I mean, that's what I'm doing now. I mean, I'm answering all the questions, stuff like that. But the reason I want to do it for an actual video form is a couple of reasons. One, I can kind of flush it out better, right? And I can kind of like hit on points, and I can kind of do the roundup stuff better. Kind of like, basically kind of like an extended version of my videos now, but just like, one, I probably won't do the fancy editing. It'll probably just be like me talking, kind of like a podcast. Like you just kind of throw it on. It's just me talking for an hour, answering questions and just kind of going over like key important stuff over the week. Might do it for a week or two, or once or twice a week. Kind of just more longer form. But yeah, I mean, right now, I mean, that's basically what I do. It'd basically be like in the streams, just I can flesh it out more. The problem is, like, I basically am doing, Q&A through the streams right now. It's just I gotta kind of be mindful. Like, there's times where like I want to like somebody will ask a question. I have to kind of like try to shorten it because I gotta, even like some super chats. Like I'm like, okay, like I have to keep a running clock, and I have to be like, okay, well, I should probably wrap this up because. But sometimes I want to go in depth on something. If somebody asks about like a specific thing, I want to kind of like hit it head on and go, oh, well, here's why, here's this, here's that, here's the numbers to back it up, here's, whatever, kind of break it down analytically, where it's just harder to do in a live stream. Tyler, do you think the 10 people Tyrese has, who do you think are the 10 people Tyrese? I have no idea. Probably like people that aren't even in the NBA. Like that's like trying to guess the winning lottery numbers. Like you might get it, but he really went through all this default hate dialogue like a video game character. He's an NPC. It's the same lines every time. 80 is the most hated player by NBA fans. You should be working in the front office with Rob Pelinka. I would love it. I would absolutely love it. Dr. Pepper was invented in Waco, Texas in 1885 by a pharmacist named Charles Patterson. Yeah. See, look. Thank you, SW. See? Finally, LeBron didn't play more than 30 minutes. EFX. I hate Draymond Green the most, I think. He might be up there. We want tacos. I would love for him to stay because that means the Lakers have been great, and we don't have to spend money hiring another coach and paying him out. Yeah, if we win, fine. I've said it before. I don't mind. Like they want to keep Darvin Ham, fine. You need to get an experienced experienced assistant. Like you do. You got to get an experienced assistant. You got to get somebody that understands the X's and O's. Like you can keep Darvin Ham and write out his contract, and he'll be fine. But you got to get somebody that's better with the like timeout calling and like rotations and stuff, and kind of just like have him do that. But anyway, all right, here I'm gonna answer a couple more questions, and I'm gonna skate on out of here. We can't beat the Kings or Denver. Anyone else we beaten? Man, if we can just get AD some more defensive help, this team would be, yes, I'm right there with you. We can beat the Kings for sure. I think even with Malik Monk, I know you're right, like they did lose Malik Monk, but like I said this before, I think in a playoff series, the Lakers beat Sacramento, right? Because it's just the Lakers are just going to approach everything very differently. Like LeBron and AD are just going to be on the block more. Like regular season, is it a bad matchup? Yes. Do I think the Lakers run through Sacramento? No. But I think push comes to shove, I actually would take the Lakers to beat Sacramento. I just think Lakers experience, LeBron James and Anthony Davis basically being on the block all game, right? Like I think it'd be different. What's going on, Jay? Take it easy on the Lakers, my guy. You're too critical, win or lose. You got to be, right? Again, I always celebrate the wins, but there's always ways to improve. Again, if we were the 1 seed, it's easier to be like, hey, great win. But when we're still the 9th seed and we have played the way that we've played all season, and we've had the sloppy play even during these wins, even during these stretches, we got to break it down. You got to be real. You got to be honest, right? There's nothing wrong with, I'm not saying you can't embrace and take on the win. Of course, right? Like if I wasn't a YouTuber, that's what I'd be doing. But it's my job to break it down, explain, go over everything, the good, the bad, the ugly, right? And we talk about it, right? It's my job to be critical, right? If I'm more than just a fan in this sense, right? I mean, I am just a fan. I'm not like I'm not anybody important, nobody special, but I am in a position to where it's my job to be critical. It's my job to break it down. It's my job to be fair across all boards. And there's always ways to improve with everything, even in your personal life. Work, love, relationships, parenthood, whatever. You can always be better. There's always things you could do better. So that's what it's about. So y'all really don't think we can get the A seed? We only 1 game back, right? We just need to pass them. So it's not a tie record yet. I do believe we'll end up in 8th. I think one of Sacramento or Phoenix is going to drop. I believe that. But yeah, it would be, it's not going to be easy. Because the problem is you have to win 1 more game, right? Than most of the teams, except for the Suns. As long as the Lakers finish Suns, and the Lakers can't tie with both. Like if it's 3-way tie, Lakers fall to last. So there's a lot of different possible outcomes that could happen. Let's talk about you eating Dr. Pepper and Reese's on the stream. Oh, got it. Yeah. Okay. I thought you were talking about, because right after that I was talking about the community post comment. So I thought that's what you're talking about. Yeah, I like breakdowns. Don't forget to hit that like button before heading out. Yes, please take a quick second. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. All right, let's do this last row here. And then I'm going to skate on out of here so I can get some work done, go play dad for a little bit. I would fire Ham to see more Max Christie minutes. Do you think LeBron James' ankles hold up? I do. He'll be fine. Rajon Rondo, next assistant for Los Angeles Lakers. I actually made and recorded and am currently editing that very video. I'll probably have it posted tomorrow, most likely. As soon as Rondo made the retirement, I wanted to post it today, but the Laker game was right in the middle, and so I might try to do a late night video with just kind of little breakdowns of the game, and then tomorrow will probably be that. Did you watch the NCAA women's basketball games? Caitlin is so good, bro. Paige and Juju are fire too. Yes. I didn't sit and watch. I did watch the last sit and watch the last 5 minutes of the Caitlin the Iowa game, LSU Iowa. But I had it playing the whole time. So I had both. I was hearing and catching glimpses throughout while I was working. But yeah, man, women's college basketball has just been ridiculous this year. It's been so fun to watch. Genuinely. Man, there's some hoopers. The games have been exciting. They've been really good. Coke is not better than Dr. Pepper. Stop. Coke is too bland. There's no real flavor. You need a defined palate is what you need. Juju had a good run for sure. Yeah, facts. And she's gonna be a problem. She's gonna be a problem. Caitlin Clark is generational facts. to flee the female. Steph, I hate her character on the court, though. She acts like Karen, but I can't deny her talent yet. Tyler talking about getting better at loving on a basketball stream is wild. Got to be good at everything. You got to love basketball, right? Kalen can drop 40 on him again. Yeah. NC State and South Carolina is going to be a really good game. Agreed. So is UConn and Iowa. The Final Four definitely. Yeah. I was just thinking the same thing. I was like, I'm not going to lie. It might be. It very well might be. Yeah, that's the problem. Like, they're so Caitlin reliant. Like, so Caitlin reliant. Like, if she doesn't go off for 30, they're getting smacked. College basketball wise, yes. Like, yeah, it's crazy. Dude, women's college basketball, like, genuinely might be better than like the WNBA right now, men's college basketball right now. Right? I mean, women's college basketball is just, it's got this huge spotlight on it. And it's because they got these like polarizing players, and they've been very good. Spoiled Tyler's video idea. No, it's fine. Like, it's all good. Great minds think alike. But yeah, no, I literally am I'm halfway through editing that video. So I'm going to try to power through it later tonight. You keeping up with the Clippers and Kings game? Not yet, but I am in a moment. As soon as I get off of this, 1919. All right, so good. That's good. Yeah, but I'm gonna wrap it up here in a moment. Let's see. Yo, what's going on, JoJo? What I missed? You missed a great stream. That's what you missed, JoJo. No, I appreciate you. You're awesome, JoJo. Thanks for popping in nonetheless. But yeah, I am about to skate out of here. I am gonna get out of here. Go play dead. Go do some work. Get some videos up. You guys are awesome. I appreciate you. Great win. We'll be back at it again tomorrow. Which team would I like for them to face in the first round? The Thunder. Oklahoma City Thunder is where it's at. But like I said, real quick, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. I really appreciate that. Both those things. Also, again, go to the channel. Check out the community post that I made. If you want some questions answered, stuff like that. First video will be Friday. So Friday will be the first mailbag Q&A, Laker roundup video. So yeah, so go leave some questions for me to answer for that video, and then look out for those community posts, because I'll do those community posts once or twice a week. So but great win, great way to win the first one.